Let's be real for a second. You've seen the commercials, you've watched the vlogs, you've heard your coworker talk about their Disney trip for 3 months straight. And now you're wondering, how much does a Disney World vacation actually cost in 2026? Not the number Disney advertises on their homepage. The real number. The one that shows up on your credit card statement after you've paid for flights, hotels, tickets, food, Lightning Lane, souvenirs, and that one churro you absolutely did not need but bought anyway. Because here's the thing nobody warns you about. Disney World isn't one big cost. It's 8 different costs that pile on top of each other, one at a time, until suddenly a family of 4 has spent more than $10,000 on a vacation. Today we're breaking down every single expense you'll face at Disney World in 2026. No fluff, no vague estimates, just real numbers, real tips, and the full picture of what this trip will cost you. Let's get into it. Number 8. Flights and airport transportation. We're starting before you even set foot in Florida, because for most families getting there is already a serious expense. Domestic round-trip flights to Orlando International Airport can run anywhere from $150 to $600 per person, depending on where you're flying from and how far out you book. For a family of 4, that's easily $600 to $2,400 just to get in the air, and then you land. And now you need to get from the airport to your hotel. Mears. Connect shuttle service runs about $35 per adult one way, roughly $130 round trip for a family of 4. Ride shares can run even higher depending on traffic and timing. The money-saving play here is simple. If you live within 8 to 10 hours of Orlando, driving typically saves between $800 and $1,500 compared to flying a full family. If driving isn't realistic, book flights at least 4 to 6 months out and set price alerts on Google Flights. That habit alone can save you hundreds. Number 7. Parking. This one trips up guests who think staying off-site is the smarter financial move. And sometimes it is, but don't forget to factor in parking. If you're driving yourself to the parks each day and you're not staying at a Disney resort, theme park parking will run you $35 per day for standard parking. Preferred parking, which puts you closer to the entrance, costs between $50 and $60 per day. Over a 5-day trip, that's $175 minimum just to park your own car. Here's what most families miss. Guests staying at Disney Resort hotels get free theme park parking included. When you add that up alongside free transportation to and from the parks, that perk starts closing the price gap between on-site and off-site lodging faster than you'd expect. Number 6. Park tickets. Now we get to the big one. That surprises almost everyone. Disney World uses a date-based pricing system, which means the same ticket costs a completely different amount depending on when you visit. In 2026, a single-day one-park ticket starts at $119 per person, but that's only at Animal Kingdom on the quietest days of the year. Magic Kingdom, the most iconic park, starts at $139 on its cheapest days and tops out at $199 on peak days like the holidays. Here's the number that really stings. 4-day tickets for a family of 4 can now exceed $2,000 for admission alone, and that's before you've added a single extra. Children ages 3 to 9 pay slightly less, but once a child turns 10, Disney prices them as a full adult. The smart move is buying multi-day tickets. The longer your visit, the lower the cost per day. Going from 3 days to 5 days doesn't double your ticket price. It actually drops your per-day cost significantly. And traveling in late August, September, or January through early February will land you the lowest prices of the year. Number 5. Park Hopper and other ticket add-ons. Park Hopper sounds like a must-have, and for some families, it genuinely is. But let's talk about what it actually costs. Adding Park Hopper to your tickets in 2026 means tacking on roughly $198 to $264 to your total ticket price, depending on the length of your trip. Park Hopper Plus, which also gives you access to water parks and other experiences, adds even more, around $234 to $290 on top of base tickets. For a family of 4 doing 5 park days, you're looking at $800 or more just for the ability to bounce between parks after 2 p.m. If you're methodical, 1 park per day, early arrival, strategic planning, you can skip park hopper and still see everything you want. But if you're the kind of family who wants to catch Epcot in the afternoon and still make it back to Magic Kingdom for the fireworks, it earns its cost. Also worth knowing, the Memory Maker photo package, which covers your PhotoPass photos for the whole trip, runs $185 when purchased in advance and $210 if you wait until you're at the park. For families who know they'll want those professional photos, buying early is an easy save. Number 4. Hotel and resort costs. Where you sleep is the single biggest budget decision you'll make, and the range is absolutely wild. Disney's most affordable on-site option, the All-Star Resorts, runs around $191 per night before taxes. After Florida's hotel taxes, that's closer to $220 a night. Pop Century hovers around $239. Deluxe resorts begin at $500 per night and can shoot past $800. And the top-tier options like the Grand Floridian can cost over $1,000 a night. For a baseline 7-night stay for a family of 4, accommodation alone averages around $3,500 at Sior. Mid-range options. The most expensive Disney option, Copper Creek Villas at Wilderness Lodge, came in at over $6,100 for a 7-night stay. Meanwhile, the most affordable on-site option cost around $1,464 for that same trip. Off-site hotels near Disney Springs can range from $139 to $342 per night. That math can look appealing until you remember you're adding $35 per day in parking. Build the full picture before you book. Number 3. Lightning Lane. This is where Disney gets you after you've already bought the tickets. Lightning Lane is Disney's system for skipping the standby line on popular attractions. There are 2 versions. Lightning Lane Multi-Pass, which lets you reserve return times on multiple rides throughout the day, costs between $20 and $45 per person per day, with Magic Kingdom at the top of that range on busy days. Lightning Lane's Single Pass is sold individually for the most in-demand rides like Tronlight Cycle Run or Guardians of the Galaxy, and can add another $15 to $30 per person per ride on top of Multi-Pass. For a family of 4 doing 5 park days with Multi-Pass and a couple of single passes, you could be looking at $600 or more just to avoid long lines. For some families, that is absolutely worth it. For others, arriving at rope drop and using smart touring strategies, the wait times become manageable without spending an extra dollar. The honest advice here is this. During peak seasons and holidays, Lightning Lane can save you hours. During slower periods like September or January, skip it and pocket the savings. Number 2. Food and dining. Food at Disney World is its own budget category, and for most families, it's the one that quietly destroys the plan. A quick service meal for one adult at Disney, think a burger side and drink, typically runs $15 to $20. A table service dinner can cost $40 to $60 per adult before tip and alcohol. Character. Dining experiences go even higher, often hitting $60 to $80 per adult just for the breakfast. Snacks like Dole Whip, churros or specialty treats are easy at $6 to $12 a pop. For a family of 4 eating 3 meals a day at Disney for 7 days, food costs can easily hit $3,000 to $4,000 on their own. The Disney dining plan costs around $60 per adult per day for the quick service version. In 2026, one of the most significant money savers is the Kids Eat Free promotion. When families book a Disney Resort hotel with a qualifying ticket package and a dining plan for guests 10 and up, children ages 3 to 9 receive their dining plan at no charge. The single best budget hack for food is simple. Bring your own breakfast items and snacks from a grocery run after you land. That alone can save a family of $30 to $50 every single morning. And remember, every quick service restaurant in the parks will give you a free cup of ice water. No purchase. Necessary every single one. Use that. Number 1. Souvenirs, extras, and the costs you don't see coming. And here we are, the hidden layer that nobody budgets for and everybody overspends on. Souvenirs at Disney are premium by design. A basic Mickey ear hat runs about $35. A lightsaber from Galaxy's Edge starts at $60 and goes up from there. Plush toys, spirit jerseys, candy, pressed pennies. It adds up to hundreds of dollars faster than you realize, especially when kids are involved. Then there are the ticketed events. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party both sell separate tickets, typically running $109 to $199 per person on top of your regular admission. Special tours, dessert parties, fishing excursions, each one is another line item. There are also smaller costs that quietly multiply. Locker rentals, stroller rentals, water park day tickets at $74 per adult. Even magic bands are still sold as accessories starting around $34 each. A realistic estimate for souvenirs and incidentals for a family of 4 on a week-long trip is $400 to $800, and that's considered conservative if your kids have a say in any of it. So what does Disney World actually cost in 2026? Here's the full picture. A baseline trip for a family of 4. 7 nights on site at a value resort, 5 park days, quick service dining, no lightning lane, runs around $7,400. Add flights and you're looking at $8,000 to $10,000. Upgrade the hotel to a moderate, add lightning lane for busy days, throw in a character dining experience and a couple of souvenir runs, and the total lands between $11,000 and $14,000. Go full deluxe, resort suite, table service every night, Premier Pass, ticketed events, and $16,000 isn't an exaggeration. Is it worth it? That's a question only your family can answer. But now you know exactly what you're getting into before you ever click that booking button. If this breakdown helped you, share it with someone planning their own Disney trip. They'll thank you for it. And check out our next video where we walk through the best ways to cut your Disney World budget in half without sacrificing the magic.